There isn't a drop of nonsense in Mike Matley's blood when it comes to turkey hunting. There's a longbeard, let's go kill him. There's really no in between. It's a straightforward strategy, and that's what I love about turkey hunting with Matley. Matley is also one of the head honchos at Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, and the way that they build calls is similar to Matley's turkey hunting style. No gimmicks, no frills, no extra nonsense. It's just all about building calls that are made to call turkeys and kill turkeys. For this hunt, we're heading back down to Matley's property in southern Iowa. It's full of longbeards. He's been watching these birds for a long time, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good chance of putting something together.
All right, we got Cinco de Mayo. We're looking for some turkeys. And there's 3 black dots way back on that green hill. And they're going to feed into my lease.
When you're at the Matley residence, a lot of the scouting is done right through the kitchen, so you can still eat queso.
Still eat queso.
You can still have a Busch Light. I mean, if you want to, you can wear gray sweatpants. It don't matter. If you're Gordy, though, it don't matter what time of day where you're at. You're wearing that do-rag.
It's true. It is Cinco de Mayo. There's 3 shooters right there.
Yes.
Is that one a booner?
They're big. For turkeys, they're big.
Oh, that's cool. Way cool.
They don't like us. They're making the racket. They're like, we're gonna exit stage left.
All right, boss, what's going on?
We're getting ready to go kill them. It's really early, and anytime I have to get up this early, something surely should die. It is May 6th. We put some birds to roost last night. At least we didn't put them in the exact tree, but we know where they were going into. So what they've been doing is they've been roosted right in the middle of this timber patch, dropping straight down, and then working their way out to an open field. It's a food plot that we've prepped. So all the corn's knocked down from last year, and it's all disced up, and that's where they've been strutting and spending the morning. So we're gonna get set up on that field edge right in some cedar trees, and hopefully they want to come to our Montana decoys and eat some feds right in the face. The turkeys did not do what they've been doing all week. There's 3 that are on the south side of the timber, and they've got hens with them. We can hear them. They shut up about 20 minutes ago. But there's one joker up here, just north of us, and he's just gobbling his head off every 3 to 4 minutes. He's lighting up. So pulled the decoys. We're gonna take one of the hen decoys. We're gonna get down along the creek bottom so we have some cover, cut the distance, and see if we can call him in and kill him. That is awesome. Oh, Gordo did it. Went into a new property he's never hunted before and got it done. That's why he's one of the OGs of the turkey hunting world.
That might do it.
Can you shoot the one on the right? Can you shoot the strutter? If you can, kill him. Tell me what you're gonna do. I think I'm gonna kill them all. What? Call.
Well, that was a hell of a show, but that's all it was. They got to leave, and anybody I hunt with knows that my motto is once they get in the bubble, they don't get to leave. But things just went sideways. We were trying to shoot a double. We probably should have just went for one. But when you got 4 longbeards coming in, and they're separated most of the time until it's time to shoot. Then they start snakeheading,
Yeah.
and then they decide they're going to walk away, even though there's a jake and a hen decoy here, and their hen came into the jake. It makes no sense. They should have.
One of them should have broke off and came in, but I don't know. They look pretty when they came out of that timber down there and they hit strut. And then when they finally, as you said, when they start cutting and walking, they're gonna come, and they did. When they finally came out of strut and committed. And then I was over here, I moved myself 10 minutes before, and and that's what hurt me being able to shoot, because I couldn't see them. I was against the side here, so that was my mistake. And when I did have a chance, there was multiples lined up. There was 3 heads all covered, and I only have 2 tags. So anyway.
We wouldn't have doubled it. We would have quadrupled, and it wouldn't have been a good situation.
Deal. No.
But that was one of the coolest, if not the coolest, display I've ever seen from eastern wild turkeys working their way in. I mean, 4 blown up clown faces coming in from 150 yards. I mean, hopefully everybody enjoys that footage, because that's all it's going to be for now. But guess what? We're going to move up the hill where there's supposed to be 4 other different longbeards. He knows, because one of them has some broken tail feathers. This wasn't the same wad of turkeys. So we're going to work our way up the hill here. Matley's been scouting them using this top field at about this time of the morning. So we're still in the game. It's still early, first day. Gordy knocked one down earlier. We're just getting rolling. Thank you so much for watching this new episode of the Turkey Posse series. It's the first season, so we really appreciate you taking the time to check it out. I hope you're enjoying all the great turkey hunting content so far. It has been a wild season. We've got so much more in store for you coming next year, but even yet this season. We're not going to stop rolling until June 1st here in the Midwest,
and we're looking forward to every single day, and we're not looking forward to the end of it one bit. While you're here, please like this video and then subscribe to the HuntStand YouTube channel so you'll get all the relevant updates for Posse and all the other great content we produce at HuntStand Media. We think you're really going to enjoy it. And I want to ask one other thing of you. You know, as a turkey hunter, I don't know what I would do without wild turkeys. And really the main reason we have wild turkeys to hunt is because of the National Wild Turkey Federation. Their national, regional, and local efforts are really the reason why we have wild turkeys to hunt and why wild turkey conservation has become a focal point for game management in the United States and even across North America. So please join the NWTF, attend a banquet, donate some money, do anything you can, because without the dollars, we are not going to have wild turkeys to hunt. Those turkeys aren't they? Too far. Yeah. No, not these close ones. Get that second long beard. Which one do you shoot the back one? Whatever. I'm on them. Well, here's my Iowa trophy. I gotta tell you, this has been one of the most difficult and just mentally challenging turkey hunts I've ever been on. And it's not because of a lack of birds, it's not because of a lack of action. Actually, quite to the contrary, we've been in birds non-stop and we've had incredible amounts of action out here. It's just been trials and tribulations coming out my hind end, and I really had enough of it. So this is my last evening here. I haven't actually killed a lot of turkeys in the evening throughout my life, so it's pretty cool to do that. And Iowa has treated me very well my last 3 trips down here with some really, really big eastern longbeards, including my biggest eastern I've ever shot. And this time, I guess I was about due to shoot a jake. He's a gorgeous bird. He's got a lot of red on his feathers, pretty stout beard for a jake, and man, these turkeys have just been giving us the runaround, including these jakes. When they came in here tonight, all I heard was a very, very light cluck, and that was just enough for them to give away their position. I was actually just getting ready to pack up. I never thought these birds would be coming in here this late for fly up, but they did, and you know, it's getting pretty late. I was actually trying to kill a gobbler out of this roost that I've been listening to the last 2 days, and he busted me earlier. I stood up and I was screwing around because I honestly thought that the turkeys were not coming back to this roost. It was getting so late, and he busted me. So he won that game. He deserved to win that game. But then a little while later, these redheads came through with a hen, and they actually saw me and they started to get real sketchy. But I'm shooting the Savage Renegade
aim point and that federal heavyweight TSS, it's just unbelievable. I shot this bird at 48 yards and he dropped stone dead. Unfortunately, I was not able to get it on camera because I was just packing up, but we still got one more hunt left with Matt Lee. Hopefully he saw some birds tonight. We're gonna go back and check it out right now. You know, I figured since it was my 5th trip to Iowa and every other time I've been here I've shot something giant, it was time to humble myself.
So you shot Jake?
I shot Jake.
You get him?
I didn't get him, but I got him. I got his,
You got her?
thankfully not, but
Hey, when I was up in Mexico the last time and I shot one of those squirrely bluebirds, the guy that I was with watched me whiff on one like 7 years earlier. So he was with me and I shot this bird and we went running out there. I was going, yeah. And he goes, oh, Senorita. I go, what? You mother. He got me. I mean, he just got me.
We're about 100 yards, 125 yards from the one roost tree, and there's at least 2 gobblers, so we have a couple decoys out. We can hear birds to the north and south of us also. Hopefully they'll pitch out. We'll be able to get them coming to the decoys. 4 longbeards came out just on a mission. They wouldn't gobble, they wouldn't answer. They did basically, one stopped and acknowledged that we were calling at them, but they had someplace to go and they just left. Then we saw 2 hens and everything has went the same direction. They've all went that way. So we could have swing around and get to that point of the timber to be able to look down into that bowl and try to put eyeballs on them. That's all we can do if they're not talking.
son!
Finally! Holy. Oh my God. We've been snake bit all frickin' week. We've had birds come in, couldn't get lined up on the shot. We've had birds come in, bust me. And then we were headed to the house because Josh has got to go home. And we saw 6 birds. We made a run all the way around. Got here, and they've been hanging out here, grooming themselves at 80 yards for about a half an hour. And finally, one of them stepped in the only opening that I have. He's right down there about. I'm gonna have to check this one out. He's at least 50. He might be 60. So, all right. I love using red dots on turkey hunting. This thing, with the combination TSS and using the long distance, went through and I was able to thread all the way through all of that brush up there. I knew he was at least 50 yards. I couldn't get a range on it because there's too many birds moving and stuff. After he went down, we ranged it 67.2 yards. Graveyard dead.